Hey Soul family, I saw a really awesome video today. It was geared towards women and helping them to decide between what a good guy versus a nice guy is, and it gave a list of different things to think about, but I think this can also apply to men for women. I think it's really important to show up with integrity in the world and to not just focus on being nice, but being good, doing the right thing, even if it makes you face adversity, or even if it makes you lose approval or attention or affection or love or something like that. Just standing up and doing what's right and having integrity is really important. So I'm going to put my glasses on, and there's going to be a glare because I do need to read. So how did this describe, this is not my obviously my words, but I really agree. And I can see and look back on situations where I've been the nice one and just kind of did things to get along for the sake of getting along, and also where I've been in relationships where the other person was just the nice person and not necessarily somebody I truly respected or even trusted, because oftentimes they might have lied or stretched the truth to wiggle themselves out of a sticky situation. If I called somebody out on some behavior and they lied their way out of it, or tried to gaslight me to protect their ego. It's all about, your intuition is your soul, what's speaking to you from the heart of your soul and having integrity, and then your ego, which is the one that wants to protect you and keep you safe, and doesn't want you to lose out on things in life. And I think there's a difference, and I don't always believe that everybody's maliciously trying to hurt one another and lie and gaslight. I do believe that there is a spectrum of individuals that do intentionally do that, the narcissists of the world. And if you're not sure, I've created a soul quality test of what you're dealing with, because I was just in a relationship with somebody that I didn't trust, and I just, in my brain, my intuition kept saying, he's a fraud, and then my ego would be like, oh no, that's so harsh, he's such a nice guy. But this video really helped put it in perspective for me. So but it ended up breaking down my relationship in the end. I never did trust fully, and I was on guard, and I couldn't fully step into my femininity because I didn't trust the person ultimately. So the goal, so the Mark Manson, Manson, is the video on YouTube. You can look it up. I'm not affiliated at all, but I really liked his content today. It was being nice is easy, being good takes courage. And it was good man versus nice guy. And of course, you can apply this to women too. It's important for women to have integrity and show up properly in the world as well. So the goal basically of this whole thing was to be good even when it costs you being nice. And here's the examples they gave. A nice guy desperately wants to be liked, where a good guy wants to do what's right, whether he's liked or not. A nice guy avoids conflict to keep peace. A good man will face conflict to create peace, ultimately, in truth. A nice guy says yes to everything because he's afraid of losing approval. No, I think you can also say he's afraid of losing money, recognition, his pride, losing his pride, affection, love, whatever they're afraid of losing. That's an ego-based thing. A good man says no because he respects himself and you enough to be honest. And a nice guy hides the truth of himself to seem kind to others, where a good man will tell the truth because he's kind. Can you see the difference? I really just love this little list. Check out that video if you want the original content. I'm not trying to steal his information, but I really wanted to add to it because I do think that it's hard to know what you're dealing with somebody. Like I said, I was in a relationship where I definitely know the person loved me, but my intuition was coming up on little things along the way, as we were kind of trying to navigate a relationship with one another, where I would call him out on something or ask him something, and I could tell his ego went up, and instead of being truthful and admitting certain things, he lied to get his way out of it, and it eventually broke down the trust. And it's really hard to know.